10. Young to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Young on third down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start here with Jackson. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Complete to Tyquan Thornton.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Ready. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Cowboys 0. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Toss play to Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Bo. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Reggie White. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Check it, check it.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 2
Back goal,
at
80.
the 21-yard line.
Griffin. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is RG3. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Ready up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On the jump. Warriors 17.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Griffin. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Griffin's throw complete there to Rice. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now it's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Young to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. They'll try the right side here with Bo. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score Panthers 7, Eagles 0.
Second down and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He will have the conversion and more than that. Look at the big man rumble. He may go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jackson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Mayer, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Young now. That's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the draw, it's Jackson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here is Young. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Young. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Young. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal. And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cowboys.
Here's Griffin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been excellent.
There he goes, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Returnable here for Hester. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Touchdown, Carolina!
It's an 89-yard kick return, and the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
That is caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. This one taken in by Hester.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Hopkins. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Griffin will try and throw. Flushed out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Eagles 20, Panthers 19. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Escapes the defender. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Panthers. T.J. Hockenson, 63 yards.
And the Panthers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Eagles. Jerry Rice, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get to catch on. As it turned out, He didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kicks away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Jackson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Man, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some room to run now. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On first down, Griffin. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's got the hook up to Hopkins. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
on the draw. Here's Jackson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Young to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Panthers have won the football game.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened,
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
At the 60, at the 60.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Pickett now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Ready, break. Stop.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And his throw is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Griffin to throw. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bye-bye.